What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are finally playing Langrisser. I know you guys have been asking me to play this game for so long, but it honestly just took me quite a while to get far enough into the game to be able to make a proper video for you guys. But here it is today. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Be sure to leave a like if you do, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and with that said, let's get into Langrisser, which of course is this mobile game based on the PC game, the original PC game from back in 1991. And Langrisser is this turn-based tactical JRPG, and it's really well made. It has a great story, and although I didn't play the original game myself, I do know that we see some of the old characters from the original PC game returning in this game as well. So if you played the first game, that should hopefully give you guys a pretty great throwback to the old days. Now, one of the most notable things about Langrisser is this open world map where we can basically decide where we want to go at any time. So that means we can go into more of the story missions, which is what you saw me defeat just before, but we can also go into some of these boss fights. Over here, for example, there's a boss fight. And sometimes we also have side missions that are optional. We can choose to do them, but we don't have to, and that's pretty awesome. It's also from this menu screen or from this world map that we can go into our heroes. We can go inspect all of these awesome heroes that are unlocked very recently, but we can also go in and summon more of them. We can go in and have a look at what mission rewards we have waiting for us, and we can go into our guild and all this other good stuff that you typically expect from these types of games. But I really like this world map, and it's really unique, and I just wanted to highlight that here straight from the beginning of this video. So how about we try one of these boss fights now, and then as we go into that one, we can talk a bit more about the interesting combat system in Langrisser. So this is how it's gonna look like when you enter into a match. So the first step in any fight is the preparation screen, and this is where, as you guys can see, we get the option to pick which heroes we want to take with us and where they should be positioned on the screen. So let's have a look at the enemies over here. Many of them are dark type, so what that tells me is that I definitely want to have some light type heroes with us because they have a strength advantage over those dark types over there. So which one do we want to deploy? How about we take this guy with us? I haven't used him before. He's only level 1, but he should be pretty interesting. And what about one of the clerics? How about we take this one with us up here maybe? So that means we have less attack strength, but at least we now have an option to recover HP if we die, or at least if we lose some HP, which we most likely are going to do. So now we can go into the actual attack. And this is where the tactical elements of the game really shine through, because obviously you primarily want to be attacking enemies where you have the type advantage. And you guys can see the type advantages in the top left corner on the screen, at least when it's our turn again. But we are getting attacked here, and that is kind of unfortunate because those were our clerics, and we really needed those to heal our other characters. Oh, and this guy nearly died. Oh my, we might not be able to defeat this boss here. Maybe we're in over our head here, guys. We might not be able to complete this one. I'm just gonna skip through this story here, and to be honest with you guys, in the beginning the story in this game didn't really catch my interest, but at this point I'm basically playing primarily because of the story. Well, that's not true. I also want to, unlock all the new heroes, but the story really started to get me hooked. So what do we want to do here? I guess with these guys we can try to go for a charge attack up here and see if we can at least defeat these guys before it's their turn again, so that we can make sure that they don't get another attempt at defeating us. We can use a special skill from this guy, so let's do that on these guys down here, these lobsters, these devil lobsters. And yes, there we go. We defeated one opponent, but it doesn't look to be enough. Doesn't look like it's gonna be enough. Because we are really losing our heroes very, very quickly. So with this hero here, what we want to do, it has a special skill that does so that we attack a single enemy, dealing 1.5 type damage. So let's use that one on... Wait, we have to move a bit. So let's use that on these guys down here. And maybe with a bit of luck, with this type advantage, we might be able to defeat them in one go. Oh, we were so close though. Not completely, but very, very close. So what do we want to do now? We want to heal someone here. We want to heal... these guys up because, they're nearly completely dead. And yes, there we go. Nearly back to 100% HP again. That's not too bad. But now it's the enemy's turn. Oh, look at this. They're actually attacking the guys that we just healed. Perfect strategy. Maybe we do have a chance actually after all. Oh, and there goes our cleric. That's the one unit we didn't want them to kill. And they're now completely down. You know what, guys? I'm starting to think that we might not have chosen the correct heroes for this combat, which of course is unfortunate. We can always go in and do it again though, but probably we just have to get a bit stronger. So maybe we can go summon some new heroes, or we can go level up existing ones, and I'm gonna go show you guys those systems as soon as this combat here is over. One thing that really sets the combat apart, by the way, apart from just having this main class, and these main classes have certain advantages and disadvantages over other types of classes, we then also have a set of soldiers with us. As you guys can see, this is a battle angel, but she has an infantry soldier unit with her. And what's really interesting about this is that we can actually go in and change these from being infantry soldiers to being something completely different. And you can do that at the beginning of every turn. And the further you get into the game, the more you'll have to start thinking about those types of things, because they can definitely make the difference between either winning or losing one of these matches. That's really awesome. I haven't really seen that type of system in any other game, and it adds a really awesome depth to the combat of Langrisser. Another point is that to begin with, we only have one type of soldiers for each hero. But as our heroes then advance and become even stronger, we unlock more classes, more soldier classes for each of our heroes. And that's a pretty nice system as well. It incentivizes us to stick to a certain set of heroes and really try to level them up as fast as possible. And I like that. I like sticking to just a few heroes, even in these types of hero collector games where typically you are going to unlock lots of heroes. I do like that there are certain advantages to sticking with your main set of heroes instead of just constantly playing with new ones. Do you guys think we're actually gonna have a fair chance here? I mean, look at this. To begin with, I was kind of pessimistic, but we are starting to take them out one after the other. And right now, I think there's actually only one opponent left. Is that it? Surprisingly, we might win this boss fight. Look at this. Yes, come on, please let this be the last one. Yes, there we go. Victory to Team NimbleThor. That is awesome. That is really great. Overall, guys, this game is of super high quality, and I can very easily recommend it to you guys because I've been having more fun with this game than most other tactical RPGs, at least most other tactical RPGs that I've played in a very long time. So now, how about we go have a look at summoning some heroes, and then after that, we're gonna go into the PvP aspect of this game. So it looks like we have more than 10 of these friendship vouchers, which is awesome, because then we can do a 10 summon, which gives us a bigger chance of getting rare units. So let's do that, or rare items at least. Let's see, what are we gonna get here? The first one being a knife, that's awesome. The second one being a chest, that is rare. We really want to get those super rare ones though. So here we got another rare, that was actually a rare unit. We got another rare hero. And what are we gonna get? Another item, or an XP flask maybe. I think that was just an XP flask actually. Not really that useful, to be honest. And there was even a normal one. Really? Are we gonna get any super rare at all? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We can do this. This was another normal one. So we really only got, like, what, 1 or 2 rares? You know what? I was honestly expecting that we would be able to maybe just get 1 super rare item. But I guess this time wasn't really our lucky time. But this was more than enough, though, because now we can go in and we can actually equip some of these new items that we just got, I think, on some of our heroes. Let's go have a look. Which ones do we want to equip it on, though? It looks like we have something new for this cleric up here, so let's equip one of these. Well, looks like to be a mallet, a battle hammer. Could be a Thor's hammer, actually. Looks kind of like Thor's hammer. And then a magic cloak, so we have some more defense. And we're going to use that now that we're going to go talk quickly about the arena over here. So the arena is asynchronous. You're not fighting against actual other players in real time. You're fighting against their defensive setup controlled by bots. Not really that interesting, so I'm not going to go into it, but that is how the system works. And we have 5 battles that we can go into every day, so we get 5 tickets and it resets every day at nighttime. And you can get some reward from this, but the PvP aspect of the game is really just a minor thing. And this very small focus on the PvP is really great, because it means that paying players who have lots of money to spend on this game won't get that big of an advantage. Yes, they'll have an advantage in the PvP, but you can definitely enjoy this game as just a single player experience. Now, if you want to advance your heroes, you should really go into the Time Rift over here, which is where we're told some of the stories from the original PC game, which I find really awesome, especially for someone like me who haven't played the original games. I really like that. And then from these fights, we can earn training scrolls that we then need to increase the class quality of our heroes. So definitely make sure to go in here, read the stories, they're really great, they're really fun, and then defeat these guys to get scrolls that will allow you to level up your heroes much faster. So 2 things I haven't really talked about yet is 1, the auto system, which I'm using right now, as you guys can probably see. But don't use it though, because it's really not great. So unless you're going back and fighting some older levels, then just stick to manual play. Otherwise, you're most likely gonna lose these fights here. But you guys know me, I don't really care about that. I don't like auto systems anyway. So the fact that they're that in a game actually just encourages me, because I always prefer to play manually anyway. The other thing we didn't talk about before is the energy system, which is the other way that this game has chosen to monetize. And yes, the energy system at later stages might limit you a bit, but at this point we just get so much energy from leveling up, which we do pretty much constantly, and then from completing missions, which sometimes also give us more energy. So it's there, but don't really worry about it. At least for the many first hours of gameplay, you're not gonna feel limited by it at all. So with that said, what do you guys think about this game? Let me know in the comment section down below, as we are now heading into the mobile gaming news of the day. And today's news is actually more of a rumor, but it's a really juicy one, so I decided to include it anyway, because apparently Apple might be working on a subscription service for mobile games, basically a Netflix for mobile games. And the sources of these rumors claim that Apple have already been talking to mobile game developers throughout the second half of 2018. So who knows, Apple might already be launching something like this later in 2019. Now, of course, it's not like these types of services don't exist already. For example, there's this app called Hatch, which basically allow you to stream mobile games, if you guys are interested in that. I haven't tried it myself, but the more competition, the better, because in the end, more competition means better services, and cheaper services most often as well, for us consumers. So honestly, Apple, welcome to the mobile gaming streaming race. I hope you'll create something really great, so that Google and Hatch and all these other companies will be really incentivized to compete with you guys. So with that said, what do you guys think about mobile gaming streaming? Is that something you could ever see yourself using? Obviously, the advantage is that you don't need much space in your phone, and your smartphone doesn't have to be really powerful in order to play these games. But then on the other hand, you will have to pay a monthly subscription. Would you be up for that? Let me know, and let's discuss that in the comment section. And with that said, thank you so much for deciding to stick around till the end of this video. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.